Back on Morning Drive, has it really been 27 years since Paul Azinger authored his PGA Championship at Inverness? A back 930, 4 birdies over his last 7 holes. Do you remember who was on the board that day? How about Nick Faldo, Tom Watson, Vijay Singh, Hale Irwin, and yes, Greg Norman as well. On the 3rd playoff hole, Greg Norman had a putt for par. Could he extend the playoff? He could not, and Zinger had his major championship. And NBC's lead analyst, the man of that moment, kind enough to join us on what would have been PGA Championship week. Good morning, Paul. When you reflect on 1993 at Inverness, how much of that was fun and how much of that was stress?
I think you can tell by my broadcasting that it was mostly stress. I had come in there, I guess, the best player not to win a major. I was on a hot streak, and I felt nervous from the very beginning of that week. It was, a shame that we both had to end on missed putts like that, but sometimes it ends that way. I didn't putt well the whole week. I hit it unbelievably well. I never 3-putted, though, I will say that, but I didn't make a lot of long putts. But I was so nervous, Damon, I started cramping up and getting dehydrated, and the pressure's real. It was never about the money. It was just about the prestige. And, it was a relief to get the monkey off my back, all of that. It was just a great moment on a spectacular golf course for me.
How tough had you been on yourself? I mean, you'd had 6 top 10s in majors. You'd had 10 wins on the PGA Tour. You mentioned the monkey off your back. How much had you beat yourself up over the years because you hadn't won a major yet?
That was my goal. I think I had my biggest chance in '87 when I bogeyed the last 2 holes and lost the British. That was a big deal for me mentally. But I had decided earlier in the year. I heard from a guy named Bert Yancey after I won my first ever tournament, and he just said to me, Zinger, are you going to play the British Open? I said, I don't know. I hadn't even thought about it. He says, you can win all the Phoenix Opens. That was my first ever win that you want, but you can't make history unless you win a major. And that changed the way I thought. I remember walking from the 3rd green at Pebble Beach down a little slope to the 4th tee, and my whole perspective on the game of golf changed at that moment. So it was devastating every time I lost when I had chances to win majors. After '87, I had a great chance to win the PGA in '88 at Sluman won, and had other chances. And it just continues to build and build on you until you get it done. You think you can do it, but you don't know you can until you do it. It takes a great amount of self-belief, a lot of hard work, and a willingness to stick your neck out. And that's what all these guys do today. I think it's harder and more pressure even today for them. The money's better, though.
We're all looking forward to Sunday, the TaylorMade driving relief with Rory and DJ, Ricky, and Matt Wolff. What should the viewers be excited about when it comes to the golf course Seminole specifically?
Well, it's extraordinary. It's where Ben Hogan used to go to prepare for the Masters, and Jimmy Demerit and Claude Harmon, guys that have won the Masters. This is going to be a great preparation for the 4 players that are going to do this event at Seminole. But I think one unique thing and a characteristic about it, I heard Howard Twitty say this the other day about how when he won his tournaments, he felt like he played boring golf. I mentioned Howard Twitty, but Jack Nicklaus said the same thing. And he liked to play boring golf. Well, Seminole almost demands it. You have to play boring golf. And the whole setup of this concept is to make birdies for money and to make eagles. But Seminole, pretty much that golf course says, if you attack me, you're going to pay a price. So we'll see how it goes. If it's set up really, really easy, I hope it is, so they can make a lot of birdies. But it should be fun to watch. The golf course itself is extraordinary, and you're going to see a lot of bump and runs, a lot of different shots required. Every hole goes a slightly different direction, so you can deal with different winds. So it's a wonderful place, and I'm glad they landed there. They would, golfers, athletes in general, love to raise money. I think we all know that the pay scale is a little slanted, athletes do, and they give back a lot. And these 4 guys would have played this on a dirt road, but they got lucky and ended up at Seminole. And it should be fun just because of the golf course alone.
How about these 4 world-class players specifically? What should we pay attention to?
I can't wait to watch these guys. I want to know if they talk and communicate. They're all going to be mic'd. Is there going to be much banter? We can hear a lot of breathing, which I don't think we want to do that. But between shots, they'll be carrying their bags and all that. But the players themselves, Damon, have you ever seen 4 more unique golf swings ever in a foursome? I don't think so. Not of world-class players, especially in the video era. We spent at least 40 years now looking at video and trying to copy the best positions and the techniques, and you end up with Matt Wolff, who has a full-blown kickstart. That's like one of the greatest pre-shot or forward presses I've ever seen in my life. Ricky Fowler's got his club pointed way off to the left. Wolf's way to the right. It's just going to be fun to watch their techniques. Rory McIlroy's spectacular, and Dustin Johnson's got a unique swing all to his own. But the cool thing about the uniqueness of the 4 swings is every one of them, at some point in time, to have a perfect technique with the way that swing looks. They can hole shots from the fairway, so their technique at times could be deemed perfect, really, if you wanted to get down to it. I mean, these are the best players on the planet, and those are 4 swings that really look nothing alike.
So that's this Sunday, tailor-made driving relief. And then the following Sunday, May 24th, 8 p.m. Eastern, Golf Films Tiger Slam on Tiger's dominant run from 2000 to 2001. But how about Tiger now, Paul? The prospect of 6 majors in a short span of time, including a Masters in November and April. How do you see him faring and trying to close the gap to catch Jack?
I think this is the last really greatest opportunity Tiger's ever going to have to get ready, to be prepared mentally. Who's better at taking all kinds of time off and then coming in and playing well immediately? Who's better at winning and carrying that momentum onto the next week than Tiger that plays this game today? Nobody. But to have all those majors crammed in such a short amount of time, we can say fatigue's a factor, and he's got to have, his body's got to really hold up. That's the major thing for Tiger Woods. But I think it's a great chance for him to get prepared mentally and to go out there and snap off a few of these majors. He could do it. Who's to say he couldn't? He's the defending Masters champion, and I love the way he plays golf now. I can't wait to watch the documentary, Damon. I lived those years with Tiger Woods. I've set up hitting balls next to Tiger Woods and had to move on off to the side somewhere because I heard the way his ball sounded coming off the club, and it was costing me confidence. So I seen it when he was at his best. I played against him when he was at his best, and I was in the last group with him on one particular occasion. And I can tell you, if you get a chance to watch this documentary, you can't miss it, folks. It is something to behold, and I know that it'll be well done. I can't wait to watch it. We're still living it, Damon. I mean, really, what is he capable of? And that's one great thing about sports, is the anticipation of what's to come. And we get to anticipate to see what Tiger will do when this all gets fired back up.
No shortage of storylines right now in the game of golf. Paul, thanks for looking back and looking ahead. Look forward to watching you on Sunday, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thanks a lot, Damon. See you guys.